Hi everybody and welcome to another Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil and not many left. Bottle number 273 is today's blind tasting picked by Whiskey 101. Thanks Whiskey 101. We have 33 bottles to go on our journey to blind tasting our way through 300 whiskies. Almost there. It's kind of exciting and sad. As part of it, we like to know the viscosity of the whiskey, so let's get that underway and then we can chat a little bit more. Hope everyone is doing well. Where's my go button? And start. Yes, underway. So now that we've been through this many whiskies, do you feel like we've mostly covered everything in Scottish whiskey? I know not bourbon and world whiskey.
I'm surprised there isn't so many different types.
We do still get surprised.
So I can never take it for granted.
Yeah. But it's not like we haven't tasted something of everything in terms of the broad rules at this point. You know, peated, Highland, ex-bourbon, sherry with peat, ex-bourbon with peat. You know, whatever the combinations might be. Even a few, brandy, different types of sherry. I mean, this one, yesterday's glass. Should I start the timer? Why not? For the next 12 minutes, we're going to nose it, taste it, rank it on the shelf if it's good enough. You can see I did put Bunnahabhain PX on the shelf, but that's more just the participation medal position because it was just too crazy PX. A good whiskey if you like syrup in your whiskey. This one, yesterday's glass, do you remember? Peat, right? The most obvious thing.
Different type. Again.
Okay, what type of peat is it?
It's not so sooty or ashy.
It's quite dry charcoal, isn't it?
But apple in it. It's wine, sweet, peat.
A little bit of unburnt wood as well.
Yes.
But not coal or tar or those things.
It's almost it's incense.
Incense,
but without any flavour in it.
Without any incense. Quite faint. And actually, we did our homework 2 days ago, so I re-poured the glass this morning just to liven it up, but it's already evaporated, even in just a few hours. Nothing... I mean, the dustiness of the smoke is more obvious, and so I don't get anything else. How are we doing on the timer? Fine. Okay, let's pour the glass. Here we go. So peat is the first note that we have. Trying to make those bubbles. No, the bubbles are not staying. So not high ABV. Colour looks like it should be sherried to some degree. Should we have a look at bubbles? Actually, let's have a look at bubbles. No. So if we go as high as 48, the bubbles start to hang around. And when we come down to 46, that seems to be the threshold where they disappear. So I think we are closer to 46, 43 or 40. Because you can't really tell the difference between 40, 43, 46. Oh, let me do that. I've got a cold sore, so we should keep our glasses
the peat separate. Is very nice. 3 feet. It's not sooty or ashy.
Not sooty or ashy. My first question is, where is this colour coming from? Is it just fake colour or is there some kind of sherry wine in this glass? What do you think? Oh, the peat is quite integrated here, isn't it? It's not over the top of everything else now. There's a kind of
minty peat.
Yeah. Minty. There's mint, but there's also Weetabix and a little bit molasses-y kind of thing going on. No, not molasses. That's too heavy.
No, molasses. Honey, more of honey.
I mean, it's malty Weetabix. Well, that's interesting. But a mintiness as well. What's that?
Discern what a certain type of wine.
Yeah, something. So there's something winey, but it's not over the top, is it?
No.
Not like Bunnahabhain PX.
I mean, mostly white type of wine.
If we go to the full glass, a little bit green Christmas tree going on. Oh, that's quite, can't quite place this now. I'm thinking of yellowy flavours. What would that be? Sort of a little bit mushroomy, a little bit Weetabix. The peat is becoming more earthy, mixed. Could be older peat, if it's integrated.
It smells of ice cream.
Bit ice cream as well, so maybe there's some ex-bourbon. Oh, I'm a bit more intrigued now. Let's see if going 50% water turns it into horrible plasticine, like it does for most peated whiskey. I'll give you separate glass today. Better give Deepa a bit more. She'll complain. Okay, watery. Does it turn into plasticine? Actually, no.
It's about fresh.
Tones together. Herbal.
Peat.
Integrated though. It doesn't. Younger peated whiskies tend to fall apart
again
with adding this much water, and they go into a kind of water with a plasticine oily clay on top.
But not this one.
This tasted fully integrated but diluted.
With mint.
With mint. Okay, I don't think it's that strong. I'm going to full strength. Oh, lovely nose. The nose is lovely on that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very certain type of succulence.
It doesn't seem like an obvious Islay, Ardbeg, Lagavulin. Not Laphroaig. It's not that kind of. Is it sherried?
I think so because it's certain pot wine, dessert wine. So got to be some pot wine.
Maybe it's gently sherried. A refill or some kind of official bottle. It could be a mix. Okay, you try it. I'm getting a little bit of burnt Weetabix.
It is smoky. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. The viscometer's still up. Totally forgot about that. Did someone type in? 336 trains are. Thank you very much. 336 is actually average. 107%. It's exactly average for whiskey compared to vodka. Not that surprising if it's a 46, 43% whiskey. Right, what was I doing when I came over here? Picture. The picture does look integrated as well now that I look at it. No real magic details, but it looks very nicely mixed. And it's funny, I used the picture to analyze what I think the whiskey might be. It's not the other way around. I don't know what it is and start painting. I paint sort of subconsciously, I guess, of what I feel. You know, I taste a paint. And then when I look at it later, I can make a good guess as to whether it's young or old from what I've painted. Right, what did you do?
I'm enjoying the finish. The beat at the finish. After you smoke, the residue is not sooty or ashy.
Oh, that is lovely. Not totally weak.
No.
Probably more 46 than 43. But sometimes I'm thrown off on the first taste. Bubbles? Can't be higher, I don't think. Long finish. The peat is almost like it's combined with little fine pepper spice. So it's peaty and it's little sparkle spicy at the same time. and that rolls for a long time. So maybe there's some European oak in this mix. So sherry again. Lovely.
Grey oak. It's very thin.
Little bit of grey oak. That would suggest older refilled barrels.
When I did the first sip, it's a bit soppy. And then it calms down.
Quite gentle in a way. The excitement almost happens in the finish because it's quite soft and biscuity and smoky at the first half, a little bit of honey. And then all the little spicy sparkles. So I'm saying European sherry because the second half has the spiciness. No, European oak. Yeah, sherry. Ooh, I think I like this more than I thought I was going to.
I forgot the year. Maybe 50 years.
Well, the finish is long. Let's compare it. Yeah. Let's compare. Let's see. Where should we go? Let's compare to...
I made oatmeal flour.
You go first. Yeah, oatmeal flour. Let me have a look down the list. It is farmy. I mean, it's not Octomore, but it's got more of the Octomore Isle of Barley type of characteristics. It's a bit like a combination of Isle of Barley, isn't it, in the mix?
I prefer today.
Are you having any more? Because I'm going to taste.
No.
43%.
No.
43%.
Oh, that's soft. But it is the ABV 43.
That is Lagavulin Distiller's Edition. I picked something that was peat and sherry. The profile quite similar, although this is more kind of glassy, round, almost a bit more blend style, or with a bit of old grain in kind of feeling.
There's more sugar. But this is 43.
Okay, this is 46. Is this more peaty or less peaty? That's what I'm thinking on this one.
It's not peppery. Obviously, I think it's more peat.
I'm just checking if we're peat blind.
Even ABV also similar.
46. Better or worse?
I prefer today's.
A bit richer. Ardbeg 10. So we're saying the peat levels are similar. This is definitely
it's softer. It could be 43.
I don't think so. I think it's stronger, but it could be. Richer than Ardbeg 10, which is ex-bourbon, presumably.
So that means there's some sherry in it.
Okay. Of course, those ones aren't on the shelf. Do you think you prefer it? Oh, time's up. Do you think you prefer it to Kilchoman? Okay, you concentrate on that one.
That is so heavy.
I didn't get a chance to tell you. That's 60%.
Oh.
I was trying to tell you, but you were already drinking. You need to have water before it. Some water. Because I didn't really want to. I didn't want to blow out the palate with 59 point something %.
It's not bitter compared to today's. Today is much more smoky. I make up for this one. I think that is more softer, round, and greater center.
I think it is better. I had mine watered down. There's more peat in this.
Yes.
There's more kind of bite and grit to it, isn't there? Well, that was Ledaig 21 year.
I can feed the ace.
Sherry, which is right here. So we're actually saying this is on the middle shelf at least, aren't we? Ledaig. So let's look at the shelf for a minute. I think I would rather have this over Arran 21, and the Longrow sherry that you really like, I don't like as much. Which one would you prefer, the Longrow or this? You have no memory? Springbank Longrow 18. I'm going to put
Is
it.
that my pick?
No, the Longrow sherry, the one that's like stinky
Oh,
fireworks.
so I prefer to drink probably.
Normal. What about Longrow 18? No, I'd prefer Longrow 18, I think.
I may prefer today.
One more. Okay, it seems quite sherry coming back to it now. A sherry with Weetabix and malt in behind it. That's why it's farmy.
But it is weak. As in RCB 43, if very water down.
You just had 60.
That's fine. It's very weak now.
Yeah, we've ruined it with that other 60%. Right, if it's 46%, let's have a look at the spreadsheet. 43, Highland Park, Limeburner, Macallan. I don't think so. It's not going to be one of those, is it? Anok 24, not peated enough. Ardbeg Black, but this is Pinot Noir wine finish, so that doesn't sound right. But, you know, it could be the Glasgow blend, which is 49%, but it has some grain whiskey. Maybe the bubbles behave differently. Ardbeg 19, Trevan.
ABV for this.
46 as well. I've no idea how much peat is in Loch Lomond. I was going to say it's farmy like Bruichladdich, and this is 22, but this isn't going to be peated the way that is.
But is it finita?
There are two on paper.
Oh, stop it.
There's no peat, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, no peat.
You know, could it be Paul John Bold?
I don't know. It doesn't have peat.
Indian?
It doesn't have peat.
Yes, this is the peated Paul John.
Oh, I may go for this.
Obviously, it would be young. Or, ooh, Ledaig Sherry, 46.3%.
Oh, I see.
When you tried the Ledaig 60% one, did you think the flavour was similar? I think it's older than this would taste, I think. I don't think it's wine. I think this isn't that peated, I think. I think Ardbeg Trevan, I think is ex-bourbon. It's 46.2. I don't think there's any sherry in this.
It's very, very weak. ABV, very weak.
Deeper. You just had 60%. That won't make a difference.
People don't add water into earlier.
We could cheat with the bubbles. 49%. It can't be that. It's got to be Ledaig. So hang on, what is this? It's expensive. This is 18 year. Ledaig, is this sherry? Oops, I don't even know. Hang on. I presume this is sherry.
The photo is raw.
Never quite sure. Hang on, let me look at the list. Oh, I've had the list up all that time. What was it? Ledaig 18 sherry wood finish. That makes sense. Sherry wood finish. Old, smoky, but not like Isla. Sherry, but not fully sherried, because we were detecting some, you know, of the malty Weetabix. Got to be that.
Okay. But there's not a salmon but wine. There's no mixture of sugar, a bit of sugar in it.
Why are you talking about white wine?
Because it's the dessert wine, but ook about the vanilla beet Okay.
But I think it's ex-bourbon.
Okay.
Right. Quick visit to the chat room. I should do that. Let's see. Absolutely Ledaig after all this. Volsgraf. Anyone not going... Maybe we'd go the other way. Let's see. Is anyone... I'll scroll up, see if there's any orange. No. Who's in? I haven't even said hello to people. Aaron, Whisky with Molly, Kwame, Volsgraf, Trainzar, Matthias, Tim Rigg. I think I got it right this time, Tim. So hang on. Diane Rigg earlier. 2 rigs? Hello. I better go down to the bottom. Phil, please remove the list. Yeah, too late. Okay.
Is it? Oh, fuck right, please remove the list.
I know. Here we go. Ready for the reveal. This is ABV 46. Age 18. $200. It is a Highland. Island. It is Ledaig. It's got to be Ledaig 18, Sherrywood 46.3%. Works out at $9.6 per year. I'd like to think that we're getting better, but it's more that the list is getting shorter, isn't it? So it turns out we quite like Ledaig because we have Ledaig Amontillado up here. We have Ledaig, the Chieftain's Sherry over here. This version, which, who is it from? Mike S. Trade with Mike. We are putting this one somewhere up here, let's say. Oh dear. It's going to fall off because the tape isn't very sticky now. And if we look above this, we don't, well, we have the big Laphroaigs. We don't have any other Ardbegs up there, do we? I don't think. I guess we do because we have Compass Box No Name, which is Ardbeg. Did anyone not get Ledaig? 2 rigs, Tim and Deanne or Diane? I'm going with Deanne. Right. Hooray for shortlists. Ledaig and Ben Nevis are always banging. Whisky with Molly. Your notes were very Ledaig-y, Volsgraf. Oh, very good. Plus Sherry. Very good. Who got it? Who got that one? I'm going to have another taste now. Now, we don't have any more of this. Except this little bit. What's in the timer? What's in the...
And to the upper pie, this
is it was at least a $200 bottle when we traded it with Mike. Somewhere around there. You know, we've put it up with other bottles that are similar price, like the Longrow 18. What does it cost now? Has anyone bought it recently? Michael Wood, you got it? Michael, fireworks for you and for anyone else who got the Jade Sherry today. Whiskey Fun, Finn. Yeah. Oh, you think you were first? Right, fight it out with Michael. Top shelf in the front, far left bottle. Really enjoying Ledaig 19 Marsala. Although it took me half the bottle for it really to reveal itself. Yeah, that can happen, can't it? I guessed early. For Paul John Bold. Oh, all right. I was going that way yesterday, I must admit, David. Trains are. I've been wondering if your palate preferences have slowly been gravitating towards more delicate expressions of late. I think you're right, Trains are. I think they have. They are less impressed with big, loud, bold things now, and more impressed Actually, the quest now is to find the magic. These don't have the magic. The magic only starts about here. Maybe here. But the magic that we discovered in the Brora, you get it in some of the Ben Nevises, the Rosebank, the old Highland Park. This Clynelish has it. The Laphroaig has it. It's starting to fade out. Everything else has great flavors, but it doesn't have the magic. And the magic to me is some kind of, I always imagine it as a cloud of flavors, like some ethereal vapor that you can't easily define. And when it leaves you like amazed but unable to describe it, that's the magic. Okay. Who was first? Whisky Finn. Whisky with Molly saying Whisky Finn. Right, Whisky Finn, we'll go with you. Michael Wood, we'll put you in as well. Here we go.
They are inspired them with their own bandage.
Oh, where's that? Diane, Tim. Oh, Diane, okay. Diane, Tim, and I are doing our own peated blind. You've inspired us. It's so much fun. It's so revealing as well. You know, when you find out what they are, it can be embarrassing, but it's so educational. Okay, Whisky Finn, you said top shelf in the front, far left. Left would be where? Towards the bunner. Top shelf, far left. I think this one. Oh, there it goes. Bottle number 274. Whisky Finn. I'll put MW there, Michael. Do you expect, let me put the spreadsheet up for a minute. Do you expect to find magic in whatever we have left? Let's see, what do we have left? Which ones have the potential for magic? I'm not thinking, no. The Anok 24 might have some magic. The Laddie 22 could have some. The Springbank 25 absolutely should have some magic based on the price.
It's Ex-Bourbon.
You never know with Springbank, do you? It's hard to have magic below age 20, I think. Too much sherry for Glendronach to have the magic, I think, because it'll get stepped on. The D&M Liquor Springbank, I'm hoping, has magic. Could, maybe, the Brooklad. 19-year, maybe. Tormore, that's 30-year-old. There could be magic there. There could be magic in the Clynelish 22. Local barley won't have magic. It will have power. Maybe the Adelphi Mortlack 26 will have magic. Okay. There's still magic to be discovered. Will we find magic in bottle number 274? Where is my close-up camera? There it is. What are we going to get? Light or dark? Oh, almost. Oh, that's a slightly funny colour.
43, 46.
No bubbles. It's a slightly... There's a slight greyness to that colour. Okay. You taste while I chat. Or at least look at the chat. Okay, Whisky Finn gets it. Everyone else, there you go. Have some more fireworks. Tim, I always say it's great, but I'm not sure it's magical. Maybe one day. Rediscovering our whiskey blind has brought new respect to some of our bottles. That can be a true thing, can't it? You taste them blind and it makes you find things that you didn't notice the first time. The guess is already in, Whisky with Molly. That's funny. Oh, right. Over to the face cam. You know, Deepa always tries not to give away anything, but we all know that she can't, unless she doesn't like it. In which case, that was quite a low-profile face, wasn't it, for something? Interesting. Will it be interesting enough to make it on the shelf? We will find out on... What day is it?
Today's Sunday.
We will find out on Thursday. Which one are you going to drink on the way out? You want something else? They're not here. Okay. Oh, you know, okay, I've got one more.
Shifting 21.
Try that. I poured it, but we didn't do it in the comparisons. Might be too simple now. Lagavulin 11, the original Offerman.
I prefer today's.
Okay. Not happy with that one either then. Okay, the Chieftain. That's the Chieftain's one. 60%. Right, we'll see you over at Roy's if you're a Patreon. We'll join the lock-in. Deepa doesn't like it, Melissa. Hey, Melissa's in. Magic everywhere if you just want to find it. That Anok 24 is good. Oh, is a good candidate for magical malt moments. The magic is something quite specific. There are fantastic flavours in all of these whiskies, but the magic isn't a flavour. Try that Ledaig 13 after this 18. That's a good point. It's not on the shelf. Because we're in earthquake land, these are mostly empty and the bottles are safe below. Okay.
I'm not very good compared to today's.
The Ledaig 13 is young and bold, and I like it because it tastes like wine gums.
And it was very sweety, very icy as well.
Is it pizza tonight? There's still one in the freezer. We really must eat it at some point. It's been there a long time. Gabriel, I love a Noct 24, but it doesn't have the kind of magic you're referring to. There you go, Gabriel, you know. There's a certain magic in how it morphs beautifully with water and time, but there's none of the ethereal quality. What is that ethereal thing? Right.
Get me a pizza today, Melissa.
We can. Right. Thanks everyone for watching. We will see you on Thursday to find out what not too exciting face 274 is going to be. Finished? Okay, bye.